Hi everybody. Hello to all my students at Bishop Shad School and everybody who else is tuning into my art class. Every Wednesday I will be posting a new lesson online until we return to school. So this is the first time that I'm hosting a YouTube video. Hopefully I do a good job. Please feel free to leave comments and let me know how I'm doing, if there's anything I need to improve. I'm more than happy to accept people's critiques. So today we're going to make a collage, and our inspiring artist is Hans Arp. And Arp was a sculptor, a graphic artist. He was a painter, he was a writer. He wrote many pieces of poetry. He created tapestries. He was part of a group of artists known as Daddists. And like other Daddists, Arp believed in the artistic chance he believed in the artistic laws of chance. And he invented a new kind of collage technique. Before we get into the example though, I'd like to show you a picture of what Hans Arp looks like. This is Hans Arp. And he was born in 1887 and he died in 1966. This is a couple of his collages that are housed in the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. They are untitled, but this is similar to what we're going to be working with today. And these are squares arranged according to the laws of chance. So he would tear up pieces of paper into squares, and then he would drop them through the air from above, and he would watch them land on a larger piece of paper. They would form a natural design of chance. And he never knew where they were going to land. This was the surprise that he truly loved. He liked to watch the paper go through the air. They would land in different places, and then if they landed on the paper, he would glue them in place as they landed. And that's how he created his collages. This particular collage is called the Muse of Chance, or sometimes it would also be called the Collage of Happy Accidents. So he would use different colored paper. I chose a lot of neutral colors, but you are more than welcome to choose any type of paper that you would like to choose. So these are the two works of the collages. But like I said, he was also a sculptor and a graphic artist, and he did other types of art. This is another couple of examples of some of the things that he did. This is a sculpture called Winged Being, and this is another paper collage, more intentional with the shapes, and this one's called Constellations. So just a couple more pieces of examples for you to see. So the materials are really simple. All you need is a glue stick or white glue, a large piece of paper, and 2 or 3 other smaller pieces of paper. I'm using construction paper to tear. Now, you can use junk mail, you can use magazines, you can use cereal box cardboard, or even brown paper bags from the grocery store. The first example I did random tears. They're not as symmetrical as the way Arp did it, but this is one way to do it, is just taking your paper and just randomly tearing it, allowing it to tear wherever you want it to tear. Now Arp did things a little bit differently. He would have it a little bit more symmetrical and square in his example, so you could fold the paper. and then just tear it so it has that natural tear. And you can do different shapes. You can fold the paper into different shapes. And it's okay if it doesn't tear perfect. You can, but if you go back and forth a couple of times and make that fold really tight, then it will tear better, okay? So that's another way of doing it. Now for our younger students, I did include pre-K in on joining us. If you want them to practice their shapes, mom, dad, or whoever is helping them can draw out triangles, squares, rectangles, circles, and then have them cut those out and use them the same way that we're going to do our torn pieces. So that's just one way of doing it for them. It helps them practice with their scissor cutting. So we're going to move on. Here we're going to start tearing our pages into different shapes. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. So as you're doing this, you want to do different ones. So I have different sizes, different colors. I like to use a few different colors. I do like the neutrals, but you can use earth tones. You can use vibrant colors. You could do rainbow colors. I know the little kids like to do that. They love their rainbows. So here we have a bunch of pieces of paper now, all torn up, right? I'll take a couple of these too. All right, so now you can put your larger piece of paper on a floor, and you can stand on a chair so that you have a lot of distance for the paper to fall. Obviously I can't do that because I'm limited in my video here, so I'm going to hold it about right in front of my face. And I find that if you hold it flat and you let it fall and drift, now if it doesn't land on the paper, that's okay. Just keep on doing it and watch how the paper performs through the air. Sometimes it lands, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the heavier the paper, the better. So you can just let it fall randomly. Now you could do what I did and then glue it on, or you can let each one fall and then glue the one piece on where it falls. And just keep doing that until you have your whole page covered the way you want it to be. It doesn't have to be as many pieces as I did on this one. It could be the way Arp did his. However you want to do that. It is your art, so put your creative influence into your piece. You do not have to copy anything here. All right, so that at the end, you want a piece like that. If you have any pieces that are hanging off, just cut it off to the edge so that it's in the paper. And this is our Muse of Chance collage. Hopefully you enjoy this project. Please save your projects and bring them to school. If you can, please take a picture of it and send it to me so I can see it. But I hope you have fun. Thank you for joining in on the class, and I miss you guys a lot.